if you run a business, there's a 90% chance you are not doing this correctly, and we're going to talk about it in this video. So to start off, if you're not making the money you want, it's one of two reasons. Number one, people don't know about you. Like, you don't have enough audience, you don't have a big enough list, you don't have enough customers. This is why you see, I've seen businesses that have been in business for 20 years. They barely have a website, they don't run Facebook ads, they don't have any of this. But it's because they have tons of word of mouth, tons of referral. People know about them, right? People know about them in the community. And so obviously nowadays, if you're starting a new business, you got to run Facebook ads, you got to get a website up, you got to get yard signs out. People need to know about you, right? You knock doors, whatever it is, whatever it takes, get people to know about you. And so that is honestly the biggest part of any business. If you get enough people to know about you, then kind of by default, like, you can kind of just make money. Like, this is why you see like celebrities, actors, they can literally just get famous and then they can sell whatever the fuck that they want to, right? They can sell an energy drink, they can sell, face cream. It's because people know about them, right? And so obviously, we can control that with a lot of different methods. We can run ads, we can build our website, we can do SEO on it, we can knock doors, we can put out yard signs. Cool, right? Like, that is the biggest part of the equation. But today we're going to talk about the second part, which is people just forget about you, right? That's the second part. People know they need a problem, they know about you, but then you haven't followed up with them. So for example, yesterday I sent out a quick, took me 5 minutes, little 5-minute email about, hey, happy February. Here are a few tips for you to keep your roof clean and your home safe this winter. And I sent this out to my customer list. These are people who have either filled out a Facebook lead form or they've done business with us in the past, right? So in the last year, we've gotten about 500 emails. And if I had started tracking emails sooner, we would have thousands. So I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't implement CRM/software before, where anytime you get their email, you put them on a list. Now, obviously, we can go back and I think people will pay someone from the Philippines to go through their entire Facebook ads, their messenger account. We'll probably do that. But anyways, so I send out this email and within 15 minutes, I get a call. And so I don't really put myself on the schedule anymore, but he was right down the street and he's like, hey, I need this cleaned. And I looked at it on Google Maps, this would be super easy. So I went out, did the job. It's $400, took like an hour and a half on a Sunday. So $400 from a 5-minute email. And that's just one single example, one single lead. We'll see if anything else comes of it. But the point is, follow up. There's a good chance it's not that people hate you. It's not that that's why you're not getting business. It's number one, people don't know about you. And number two, they forget about you. So if you are following up with them, and you could really do this almost as much as you want. We have it in my business too, and my online stuff. We can segment my email list, so I can send out emails to people who buy a certain product, buy this book. I can send them 7 automated emails, and then I'll try and send out a weekly or bi-weekly email that I'll write to my people on my list. But really, just following up is kind of that last 10%, right? If you can get leads in the door, and sometimes you can survive off of just leads. If you're good enough and you have enough leads, you got enough lead flow, you can kind of afford to have a few leaky holes in the bucket, right? If you're not following up with any people that give you their phone number or their email, if you're not following up at all, you can still make really good money. But the second you want to hire people, that's when things get a little bit more crazy. Because I remember, because obviously it's winter, you can probably see the snow. Right now it's a little bit slower. We don't have as many jobs, and so in the past it wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't really need that many to pay the bills, feed my family, all that sort of stuff. But now I send out pretty much all the jobs to the subcontractors, and so we need a lot more jobs to keep afloat. So we have to implement things like this to make sure we're making money from the leads we get, and then following up with them, so we're not we're essentially wasting advertising dollars. Because if you're not doing this, you literally paid for, I paid for all those 500 people to be on my email list, right? I paid good money to Facebook, thousands of dollars. So by not sending that email, I'm literally losing money. So if you don't have this set up, if you don't have people on your list, this is one of the biggest things you can start building as you go into the future, because for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can make more money with it. If you just follow up with people, you can help them, send them out more tips. You can say Happy New Year, all this sort of stuff. And number two, if you ever want to sell your business, you have a list of customers that the future buyer of your business will be very interested in. Because if you have 10,000 people on your list, if you do the math, that doesn't take that many years. It doesn't take very long. 10,000 people on your list, if even only a percentage of those are active per month, you could still make well over 6 figures just from the list alone if you didn't run any ads, all that sort of stuff. So that's really cool. And so yeah, building your list is crucial. It's kind of like a credit card. It's kind of like building up your credit. You would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? Like you'd rather, it's if you need a job, you just email the list, right? Like it's literally as simple as that. So that's today's video. Obviously, if you guys want to be able to build your list with software, send the emails with a few clicks. You can even send out text, all that. We do that with Exterior Pro. So check that out below. And if you want to learn how to get leads, we have our group for that. So that's also below. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Clay Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.